SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Clemson Tigers taking on the #1 team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Clemson's offense is on the field for the first time today. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On the move, it's Yates. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. To the air, it's Church. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They got to him in a heartbeat. Man, was he back there quickly.
And you can see the linebackers up near the line of scrimmage. Which one's coming? He comes flying through with great speed. The offense had no clue how to get him blocked, and it gets the big sack.
So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is being physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
And this just such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Defense has him pinned back, and listen to this crowd roar. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Clemson will send the punt team out. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. Looking for a block. It's Burns. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
And you got to love this if you're the defensive coordinator, because your defense stayed disciplined. They didn't over-pursue to the running back. They stayed home, played great with their eyes, and they were able to make the tackle.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Dropping back, it's Church. Blasted as he lets it go. Wide open downfield. Open runway ahead. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Off the bootleg. Wants to throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Finds his big tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll go to the air. The sweet feet buy a little time. Going for 6. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Tigers have a 1st down, looking to push the pace with the no-huddle. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, of sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those 1st downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
Scanning the field, it's Church. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. Oh, he makes the catch. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
He chucks one out to the right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He's not afraid to go deep. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expired. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella. Pretty
impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy.
And they got him for the sack. Clemson is quick to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Trying to set the tone with the run. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement here from the tight end. They believe they can run right here. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fast motion from the offense. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. And when he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. He wants to throw. Going over the top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. Right on target this time. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal for the offense. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Iron! And the pummeling has started.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Line gets set, first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
His defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
Back to throw, it's Church. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so...
And the sack all the way back at the 5. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the returner will be brought down. Here come the Irish, back on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Second down coming up. They'll leave it with him. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Gilliam. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the beatdown has ensued. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewitt. Nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all. And that...
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
He leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. He's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
To the ground. He's got it again. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. He shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Just plowing ahead. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the route is on.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get it.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
Man, this offense... trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the move, it's Burns. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Irish! And the punishment has been extended.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Clemson, 7.
He'll return it. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. The snap sets up the throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Clemson will send the punt team out. It doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough.